I guess that's what he said.
Wait.
Hey everyone. Welcome back to Urban Sunrises. Can you play tabletop role-playing games in the forest? Of course you can. You can play them anywhere. Melissa and I throw a few tips your way. Make your next D&D game awesome.
Hey fuckers. Take your ass to your nearest campfire and tell some stories. There's something about a campfire that everyone feels safe around a campfire in the middle of a forest. And so bring your D&D table out, bring your campaign out, and do it in the forest. Be in the place that you're fantasizing about and tell that story in the forest around a campfire. It's pretty magical.
Okay, now, as you know, being outside, there's a lot of things to contend with. The problem is very small. So what we recommend is finding these on Amazon or your local shop or whatever. They're basically waterproof bags, but I wouldn't say they could fall in a lake or a river, but a pack of 6 of these was like, $5 or something. It's not a big deal. So they have all their character sheets and everything in here. If you want to up their game a little bit, you can find these map holders. Now these,
cool.
You could drop this in a lake or a river or be caught in a torrential downpour. Sheets and pencils and all that stuff can fit in here, and no worries there.
And they look cool. So
and they look cool.
Pretty fun to... Great. But how do you make it pretty? How do you take it next level? So let's talk about that. So some stuff to bring from home. We have cool cups and mead bottles. We just took the labels off those, drank the mead, and then now we're bringing it out here. And those always look good for any sort of medieval or gaming session. So bring those out, put them on your table. We have some candles, especially if you're playing in the evening. Those lit up with the batteries are always gonna look great, but even in the daytime, it really just helps you set your mood.
Especially the candles with the batteries help too if it's gonna be windy, and that's why the stone's holding down your papers. If you do have to contend with the wind, having just the battery powered candles just adds that a little extra and you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Find some cool rocks. This rock we found out here today. So this one's a nice flat stone. So putting that on your table. And then foraging. Who doesn't love a good druid forage through the forest? So find some flowers. Put them anywhere you want. Find some pretty leaves. I think these are oak leaves. Just to kind of set the mood. I mean, that's why we're out here. And it really helps bring all of this down here to your table. And then obviously the dice. Oh.
Do you need it to be bigger?
Is it too small?
Okay, now your stories, the campfire's gonna die at some point. You're all gonna head towards your hammocks, your tents, and the story's gonna continue because you're telling a really good story. So one of the tips that Melissa and I are bringing to you is appropriate warmth blanketry.
Yes, blanketry.
Blanketry. You need the appropriate blanketry. Me personally, I go for the ranger hood, the elven hood. Melissa, cloak of invisibility. She blends into the forest. You'll never be able to see her.
Can't see me coming.
Yeah, and then that way the game can continue even when the temperatures drop to very, very, very cold. So, you might have family, you might go on regular camping trips, but those people might not be into role-playing as much as you are. Okay, so finding players for D&D or any tabletop role-playing game is one of the hardest things to do in this hobby. One of the things you might want to do is start out a little slow. So we actually, first time we took our girls camping, we got this book, Fairy Mound of Dragonkind, and it's kind of like one of those choose your own adventures. It was just fun to read through with friends that just aren't into, don't know anything about Dungeons & Dragons or any of the tabletop role-playing games. grab one of these books, or just, you know, start small. Tell a story around the campfire and then kind of lead into.
It's amazing. I wouldn't mind getting the mountain. I don't think we have any mountains in our shop. Am I supposed to start talking? How am I supposed to start talking?
This was your idea.
Excuse me? Do you want to just do that again, or do you want to just snap it together?
I'll just snap it together.
This is all you need. Just bring your journal, bring your D&D book, get out into the forest, backs to a tree, share a story. Bringing your friends or your family and you into this setting and setting the table and bringing all of those items that you need is so much fun. But really, at the end of the day, all you need is this. Just grab your journal, grab your notebook, grab the Windstone Chronicles, come out to the forest, back to a tree, and tell a story. It's amazing.
Hope you guys enjoyed all those tips. We really love being outside. It's actually just the best. And we get so many ideas for our stories out here and the adventures that we go on. Speaking of stories, our very first narrative adventure is available on TTRPGs, the Windstone Chronicles, Adventure Under the Fang Rat Inn. Check it out right now. The PDF's available, and then the print book is available later this month. You can get the free map on Patreon, actually. The hand-drawn, painstakingly recreated from Windstone's Lost Journal by Melissa here. So go check that out on Patreon. Check us out if you want. We got a lot of cool things, especially the mysterious halfling warlock, which is not in the pages of the journal. She is only out in the world. So take a look for that, and we'll see you guys all next time.
Bye. Cute.
Good?
Yeah, I love it. I love that the pouncer was a pouncer. This is Nadia, pouncer. Pouncer around in the forest. They have holes dug throughout this entire forest.